The Senate's Majority Leader, Migz Zubiri, is celebrating his second life after winning the battle against COVID-19. He tested positive for the virus on March 16. On Easter Sunday, the Makati City Health Office released his second negative result. And joining us now on the line is Senator Migz Zubiri himself. Senator Zubiri, good evening and thank you for joining us. I remember you broke the news that night on this show, and I remember how my heart sank when I heard it. But moving forward, yesterday you got the best birthday gift because you have gotten well.
Yes, thank you, Pia. That's correct. You were the first one I told this to on air, and I was totally terrified for myself and for my family. But thank God that early on March 11, I was able to isolate myself. Right after the sessions in the Senate, that was our last session day, March 11. I decided to isolate myself, knowing that we were exposed to COVID positive patients. And that night was the night actually when I got sick, and I had a fever, and we had body pains and chills, and I had like this prickly feeling all over my body that stayed for about 3 days. But thankfully, it did not develop into a more elevated case of COVID-19.
A severe
So
case.
yeah, thankfully, I didn't reach to the pneumonia stage. And I thank a lot of people for their prayers and their support, most especially the doctors that I would call every day. They would call me because I had to be isolated and stay in at home and not necessarily be brought to the hospital. So I like to thank the doctors and Dr.
Okay,
Paz
yes, yeah.
Morales of the DOH and Dr. Lito Posas of my good friend from Palawan, and also my uncle who's a doctor in Makati Med, Dr. Luis Fernandez.
So very quickly, are you still in isolation or you're already out? Okay ka na?
No, I'm already out, thankfully, because when I was told about the
Okay.
second negative test, Pia, I was already still in isolation. So they tested me, took about a week before the
Okay.
second test came out. They said I can already, if I'm not feeling any symptoms, then I can slowly reintegrate with my household. But of course, I still wear a mask. I stay away from them. They don't sleep with me. I still sleep in another room. Pero okay na po, Pia. At
Mm-hmm.
least that was the biggest thing, because
Okay.
36
That's
days
good.
in isolation is.
Yeah, wow, that's a record, huh? And you were very disciplined. You practiced self-restraint. In one sentence, kung pwedeng one sentence, what advice would you give to those who have to do this or should do this? Isolate. Ang hirap di ba? Pwede ka namang lumabas kung, kung gusto mo. Pero ikaw talagang you stayed in isolation, like you said, for 30 plus days.
One message, kung mahal mo pamilya mo, huwag po kayong lumabas. Maraming lumalabag, maraming pasaway, Pia. You know what? If they don't think about themselves, think about their families. Kung lumabas po sila, mag-hangout sila, uminom sila sa kanto, pagbalik nila, mahawaan ng kanilang asawa, mahawaan kanilang mga anak, yung mga mahal nila sa buhay, lalo ng mga lolo at lola, nanay at tatay nila, talagang pag-isipan nilang mabuti yan. And not only that, Pia, if they get sick, they also expose our frontliners, our very brave and courageous frontliners in the
Right.
hospitals. Kasi then sila babagsak. And of course, if that happens, then they will contaminate more of our frontliners. So maraming
Mm-hmm.
pasaway. Nakita ko nga kanina, Pia, sa
That, very
sa
good.
feed, sa feeds, mga Viber pictures na sa mga markets in Quezon City and Manila, ang dami-dami pong tao. Please po, nananawagan po ako. This is a very
Mm-hmm.
treacherous, no, traidor na virus po ito. Ako nga pinakamaingat, Pia. You can ask your CNN
Okay.
reporter in the Senate. Ako po yung number
Yes, that's
one
true.
running sa COVID-19. And yet, ako po ang nahawaan.
Okay.
Kaya talaga
Okay.
dapat mag-ingat po tayo lahat.
Mick, yeah. Mick, one last question na lang. Will you also donate your plasma just like Sani Angara did?
Yes, absolutely, Pia. Actually, I want to thank a group of doctors from Art Rocks. We already donated test kits. That's why we're believers in mass testing. We donated
Okay.
6,000 test kits to PGH, and we donated 7,000 test kits to all
Okay.
over Metro Manila sa
Yeah,
mga
yung
private hospitals
plasma.
for the
Uh,
frontliners. And the plasma, I'll be doing that within this week. CNN Philippines will know about it. We'll let them
okay,
know.
great.
But
Great.
right now, we're just setting a date. But yes,
Okay.
we're donating plasma.
Alright, maraming salamat ulit, Senator
Thank,
Migz Zubiri, and happy birthday, very, very happy birthday to you. Thank you.
thank you